suits and things that they need. It's a lot.
Okay, so I see your play. I'm here in Chicago, and I call up Miss Karen Chatham, or I have to speak to your PR people. Well, that's normally how it is, right? I can't talk to Miss Karen Chatham because she's up there, you know. So I'm directed to talking to your camp, as they call it, and they tell me, I say, well, Miss, can you have Miss Karen call, and I want to have her come to Chicago and do one of her plays. How much is going to cost for me? What do I have to expect? What do I need to look forward to? How much do I got to come out of my pocket? Now you're traveling. Now now you just told me you got to pay for your people. You paying for it, or am I paying for it?
Well, it depends. For me, honestly, you probably would end up speaking with me because I would have to ask you questions such as, what are we doing this for?
Okay. Hypothetically, a church. It's going to be in a church.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then we would talk to you about you bringing us there. And then we would go for what it would cost. Like, which play? That would be the first question. Which play? And do you want a full production or do you want one act?
So that makes a big difference to for which play. So the amount, the type of play plays a role of how much it's going to cost.
Yes, it does for me because different cast members, the numbers.
Okay.
Versus 6 in habit or 11 and 16.
Okay. Give me 11. Give me 11 cast member. And what comes with 11 cast member? Break it down.
For flights, lodging.
Okay, what does flights cost? I got to come out of my pocket for so you asking up front what? $35,000?
Yeah, let's see. Ticket price at $400. Let's say $400 if we fly Southwest.
$400 for one ticket?
Yes, sir.
To see the play?
No, $400 to fly them there per person.
$400 to fly 11 people individually. So I don't want to get out the calculator and add that up. Okay. So $400 individually for each one of the cast. Is there a celebrity in there too?
No.
Okay, if I wanted a celebrity, how much would that cost me?
That depends on the celebrity.
Huh?
That would depend on the celebrity because then I would have to pull in a celebrity and deal with what you say, their camp, and see if this is awareness that they have a heart for. Because you can speak to people's wallet, but you can also speak to people's heart.
Oh, okay.
And that makes a difference, and that's why I said that it would depend on what we're coming for.
Okay. Well, we want the people. Me and my hypothetically, me and my wife seen, or me and my frat crew seen your play when we went down to Georgia or something, and like, oh wow, we'd like to see that play up here. So we call your camp, your people, ended up speaking with you, and it's $400 for the flight. What else do I have to be prepared? It is
lodging.
Lodging. Okay, what does lodging cost?
Well, and that depends on where we're staying. So are we staying close to the venue? Because then we have to start talking about transportation once you get there. Is there a shuttle to the hotel where we're going to stay? Or do we have to pay for transportation? Those are things that playwrights need to think about when they're traveling with their cast. Is it less expensive to get a cast that's in Chicago? Someone that's already familiar with being on stage, that's going to be easy to pick up the lines when they get the script. Are they going to eat the script and be able to take direction when they get there? Or do you bring your cast that you work with all the time?
Okay. So, wow, it's so much. You just threw another piece of wood in the fireplace right there. I wanted to ask you, but I'm gonna stay focused and on track on this. So, all right. So we got lodging, we have plane fare, we have your 11 casts that you're usually working with, food. How is all this getting paid? All it up front, or is this on a pay-by-pay basis? And then the venue, do you pick out the venue, or do we pick out the venue? How does that work? I'm trying to talk to you as if I was coming to you as a prospective customer who wanted you to travel to our city and do a play. I'm sure there's a lot of my listeners.
Because I'm learning all this as I go.
Okay.
So most of the traveling that we've done has been to the galas. We went to South Carolina, North Carolina, and New York, and then we went to New Orleans for something different. And for each one of those, I came out of pocket. My agency did. So now we're learning how, if we're going to travel, how is it that we don't end up eating all the cost?
Wow. Okay. So
those are things that I'm learning as a playwright, because we were doing it as a team and trying to take care of the cast so that they didn't have to come out of pocket, because my way of thinking is, if I'm going out, say on a conference with my job, I don't want to have to pay to go on a conference to work, because I probably wouldn't have been at that conference had I not have been with your agency.
Okay.
So same thing is how I look at it with my cast members. Why would I make them pay to go work for me?
Wow.
Why would I make them come out of their pocket and pay for lodging and pay for a flight, and they probably never even intended to go to New York, New Orleans, or anywhere else?
Have you ever had a problem with this process, dealing with the customer, and then they fall through and they don't pay you?
No, because I haven't had to deal with that yet. We've been paying for everything to get there.
Oh.
We've had people on the receiving end help us a lot. Like, they try to make things as accommodating as possible, making sure we don't really have to worry about taxis, and they try to get us in a place where there's a shuttle. So, in turn, when we're the city where people will come to, we try to do the same thing. Try to make things as accommodating as possible. I've been speaking to people in San Antonio about what we can do to help people so that we lessen the expenses on them, because it can become a burden. Yes, you love what you do, but finances are finances.
Okay.
Especially if you have, because you will, unexpected things that you never think about.
Okay. Well,
Simple as trying to go through the airport. Oh my goodness, I thought that this was the correct weight, and it was 1 ounce over. Now I have to throw away all of my toiletries. Now when I get to San Antonio, I have to buy toiletries.
Okay.
So because things have happened and like that while we travel, it makes you open your mind that can happen to someone else. So see what you can do to try to help that burden not be as heavy.
Okay.
Especially when you have a playwright family and you get to know all of these people and you travel with them year after year and you build bonds. Those are like your sisters and your brothers. So you stick your neck out for them as much as you can without it hurting you, but do what you can to help other people.
There was a movie I seen that had Clifton Powell in it and Tank, and I can't think of the other young lady. But are you familiar with the play? It was a movie, but it was a play from a playwright's side. The young lady was trying to get into a gospel play.
Yes, and she was a pastor's daughter.
Yeah, and she was being beaten by Tank, the actor.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How true do you feel that production was to what playwrights go through? I know it was a movie, but it was also a play at this a play in a movie. How how true do you feel that is what playwrights go through with the way the actress was going through, and sleeping around with the cast and things of that nature?
I believe that people can develop romantic relationships when they're traveling because you see them a lot and you spend a lot of time with them, and attractions can come. And I believe they took it as far out as they possibly can to show the worst side of it. But the good and bad can come out of those relationships. People spend a lot of time. If you're traveling a lot of months out the year, you end up spending more time with that person, those people within your cast and crew, than you can sometimes your own family. You just have to be careful.
Okay. Well,
that would be my suggestion. I talk to my cast, real talk, and tell them to make sure that you don't mess up you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this doesn't work out, you guys still have to travel together. You still have to work together because this mission of what we're putting on is bigger than everybody.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? You have some wonderful books. Tired of being tired.
Yes.
Tired of being tired. And then you have Full Circle.
Yes, you've done your homework.
Between those two books, which one stands out of you?
Tired of Being Tired is my baby, so I always have a great love for that, but I absolutely love Full Circle.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about Full Circle. Which I don't have in my hand. Hint.
We'll make sure you get one.
Okay, go ahead.
Full Circle is a sequel to Tired of Being Tired. And it talks more about the HIV virus and the AIDS virus. And Full Circle actually has some real stories in the back of the book. We get to hear from the voices of Beat AIDS and the voices of San Antonio Foundation, because I thought it was very important, after giving these two books of awareness, that people hear from the horse's mouth, if you will, of people who are actually infected with HIV, and then hear from the executive directors of those two agencies.
Wow. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want more information from Ms. Karen Chapman, where can they contact you at?
www.WeSpeakOnPurpose.com.
Repeat that again for those that's trying to run and get a pen.
www.WeSpeakOnPurpose.com.
Okay.
They can Facebook me, Karen Chatham.
Okay.
And they can email me.
Okay. What's your email address?
KChatham, CHATTUM, speaks, SPEAKS, @gmail.com.
Okay. Well, Ms. Chatham, I've had a pleasure talking with you. It was well educating, and I think everyone has a purpose in life, and I received a good purpose to understand what you and your craft go through, because it's very important, because like I said, a lot of people want to get into this and they're not sure. That's why I do this every day, to talk with every Tuesday. And hopefully you had a good time, because I really enjoy myself talking with you and learning from the last four callers. This has been an education day of playwriting.
Well, I really appreciate it, and I had an awesome time as well. I would just highly encourage them out there to do their research, stick with their craft, keep their passion, get a mentor.
Okay, get a
seasoned mentor that's been going through this, and go to some workshops. Shirley Gary's workshop is awesome. Victor Gurley is a wealth of knowledge. Pick the brains of some people out there. They're willing to help.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can get you to come here in Chicago, in the Windy City, in our cold snow, 12 below. Do I got to pay you?
We'll work it out. I still owe you a book, so inbox me. It got warm up. I don't do deep snow well.
Oh my goodness! I got to pay for the cast